Oh, I'm pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
morning to you. My name is Jim Harding, and I'm a local minister. I have the privilege of ministering to Nelia for the past couple of years, getting to meet her, a precious lady. What a sweetheart of a person. And then I've got a series of seniors that I call on a regular basis to just check in on them. And she was always one of my very favorite ones to check on. We just had the greatest talks. Anyway, I've had people ask me through the years, well, what do you say when someone has passed? And by the way, I like the word passed better than lost, because when you know where they are, you haven't lost them. And those of us who are believers, who are Christians, we know that Nelia had a very deep and real faith in the Lord Jesus. So we know he, as the Bible teaches, she is with him. Therefore, we have lost her. We know where she is. I want to read just, people ask, so what do you say when somebody's passed? And I say, the best thing I can think of to say is what the Bible says. So I'm just going to read a few short excerpts from the Bible. And then, at that point, I'm going to turn the microphone over to whoever would like to say something, like to share something. So, I'm going to read from the Psalms. And the first one is a verse from the 116th Psalm. And it says, which I think is so appropriate for this day, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints." The second I'm going to read is the 121st Psalm, which is such an uplifting words, I believe. "I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from evil, he shall preserve thy soul. The Lord will preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore." And then one last one. And these are just some excerpts from the 139th Psalm. "O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my downsitting and my uprising. Thou understandest my thoughts afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain it. For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hidden from thee when I was made in secret, and curiously wrought from the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being imperfect, and in thy book all my members, were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee." And then finally, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. And see if there's be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." Nelia Storey, a lady of faith, a special lady, lovely, God-fearing lady. And we're here to celebrate her life. And who would share next? You're next.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. If you knew my mom, she, one of the things that was extremely special and meaningful to her was a gathering of people, and just enjoying each other, enjoying each other's company, and having sort of a common bond. And I'm very grateful for this gathering and everyone here. You know, one of life's difficult inevitabilities is the knowing that people we love and care about are going to be with us forever, and knowing that one time we need to kind of turn a corner and say goodbye. And you always hope that day is up there a little bit further. You always want it to be maybe the next year, the year after. And at some point, it comes around and sits down right next to you, and there it is. And I am so grateful to have had someone that was such an inspiration in my life. And I think I can speak for my brother and sister saying that she was always our biggest fan, our champion. Stood behind us no matter what. And whatever road we took, as strange as it was, she was the ultimate support mechanism. And it didn't matter. I mean, even in the last few months of her life, you could get on the phone with her, and it didn't matter if you thought it was the most trivial thing. It was special to Mom, and she wanted to know, she wanted to hear about it. And I'm very grateful for that. So if you might have noticed in the back of the room, there are some scenic pictures. Those are all pictures that Mom took. And if you see one you like, please take it with you, and you will be able to enjoy that one moment, that one special moment that she saw something through the camera and she thought that was something amazing. So if you see something you like, please take it home. If it's gone, tell me, and I'll make another one. It's no big deal. So enjoy. And once again, thank you for being here. This is a great gathering, and we all appreciate it. Thank you very much. Where'd you go?
Okay, my name is Judy Vincent, and in 1967 I graduated from nursing school and went to work at the University of Utah Hospital. That's where I met Nelia, and we were best friends ever since then. 67 was a long time ago, and I'm so grateful that she was my friend all those years. I just loved her. She was just a special lady, as you guys all know also. And I said, when I go, I don't want you to shed any tears because we're going to be up there having a ball.
But she always was the biggest supporter of me. I went through some losses and trauma during that time, and she didn't leave my side. She's pretty amazing. One of the things Mom liked to do is hum a lot. I don't know if you've heard her, but she's the more stressed she was, the faster. And then in the last 6 months or so, she started, I'm going to say it one day, but she started just getting these random quotes. And I'm like, and some of them were stuff that I grew up with. And I'm like, you taught your child that. Seriously. And one of them, I looked up recently, and I was bawling because I was listening to songs and thinking about this date. And I looked it up, and I was like, what was she saying to me? And she would say this throughout the evenings and just talk about it. It just, I was just like, and I looked it up, and I watched it on YouTube, and no, we're not going to talk about it here today. But that's how my mom was, and she would just have fun things like that. The reason why I bring that up is because she used to eat lunch while she watched Autopsy, so you get that. So that's Mom. figuring it out, and maybe, maybe take vacation, because she also went on vacations with us, and it was cool. And the trip that she took with Dave was just a few weeks ago out in the canyons. So, pretty cool.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff. I'm the eldest child, and probably the biggest troublemaker of all. But my mom was dear, is the best person. There's nobody I ever enjoyed arguing with more than Mom. She was good at it. So Junior. It was like 2-on-1 all the time.
He deserved it.
But, yeah, we had a great deal of fun with her, and I'm going to miss her like crazy. Because, to be honest, I'm not even accepting that she's gone now. I keep thinking I've got to go down to her house, I've got to do this, and do that. So it's going to be tough. But we'll get through it and move on. And we love that lady, it really is. And yeah, I'm just going to miss her a lot. She was special. And everybody who knew her knew that. She was a very, very kind, very funny too, kind of woman. And when you were in her presence, she had nothing but fun. There were games, it was puzzles, she loved puzzles, we loved puzzles, and we'd get into them for hours at times. And I'm going to miss her a lot. Would anybody else like to say anything?
Hi, my name's Carrie Cameron, and I have the pleasure of being Nelia's hospice chaplain. I'm going to put some comments that I put together. So I recently read a book called The In-Between by a hospice nurse named Hadley Blackhouse. And in this book, she chronicles not only the beginning of her career as a hospice nurse, but also her own spiritual journey. And I listened to this wonderful book. I enjoyed it, every minute of it. And the book ended, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then you turn the page, and she has a section called Special Thank Yous, where she had written to each of the 12 patients she talked about in the book. She'd written them a thank you note about what they had taught her, what she had learned from them. So here's my thank you note from Nelia. Dear Nelia, I remember the first time that I met you. Your faith was immediately apparent, and I identified with it because it was like mine, a joyful faith in Jesus Christ. It was an honor to hear your faith journey from when you were a young child, accepting Jesus without any parental support, to when I met you, a woman with a deep sense of peace that came from a very personal relationship with Jesus. Together we created a sisterhood of faith in the Bible study that you requested. We deep dived into Esther, then walked the storyline of the Chosen. If I have a regret, it's that I didn't bring my DVD to share with you my 15 seconds of fame as one of the 12,000 extras in the loaves and fishes scene. Thank you for showing me what a lifetime of faith looks like. I aspire to your level of devotion to prayer, especially prayer for others. And I am grateful that you adopted my children as yours in prayer. Thank you for your open heart and your kindness. Thank you for sharing your puzzles, which is another thing we have in common. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.
I'm going to try and get through this without crying. But I was lucky enough to be Nelia's bonus grandchild. I married her grandson, Sean. And for 20 years, she's been a very close, strong guardian angel that was living on the ground. You know, every time we saw her, she would say, I'm praying for you guys. And we felt it, you know. We would deeply miss her, but I also wanted to share something. just a little funny about Nelia. So Nelia's just, her heart is so big. She was always trying to bring people to Christ all the time. And she got the opportunity. So I had gotten a new cell phone and it changed numbers. But Nelia still had my old cell phone number in her cell phone. So she kept on sending texts to my old phone number. My kids were fairly young at that time, and so she would send this stranger pictures of the children that she took while watching them, and sweet little excerpts from the Bible, and just really, really sweet things. And they actually ended up, she responded back, the girl that got my phone number, responded back and reminded her that no, she wasn't Megan, and she sounds really amazing, but she's not me, And it was really amazing because through that, just little text messages, she was able to share her love for Christ with a stranger. And then we actually ended up having coffee all together. We all met, and then we're still friends today, and it was because Nelia brought us together. And that's just what kind of person she's always been. From day one, when I first met her, she loved me instantly. We created a bond of just friendship that I couldn't have with my own family. And I think even to the very end, she even said right before we left, the last time I saw her, that she's praying for us. And we could all use that. So anyways, I just wanted to share that.
Excuse me. I don't like to talk in front of people. I've known the Storey since I was Dave was my first friend I remember. They lived 2 houses up the street from me, and me and Dave met in the middle one day and decided, I own this block. And after that, me and him became best friends. And through life, you go through tragedies, you go through all sorts of unexpected things, of course. And I had a very alcoholic father. So I finally gave up on my dad for a while. And Nelia brought me in as a son, treated me with all sorts of respect, and brought me closer to God. There ain't no doubt about that. We had some fun. I went on all our vacations with them, and me and Jeff wrestled more than once to see who was bigger man. Yeah, we did. I lost everything. But the family's been really close. I'm close to Robin. Jeff.
What?
Dina. Hey. Be nice. And Dave. I was dying of cancer here in May, and I didn't have much time left. And Dave came down to visit me during this period of time, and we called Mom. And me and Mom got in this conversation that whoever gets there first has to come and say that they won. Well, she did. She came by that night and said, "Ah, beat ya." And I'm like, "I'll be right behind you." It was, she's just always been enlightening to all of us, not just me, not just the kids. She touched everybody in here. Very amazing person. And I've tried to be as good as the person that she was. And, I fail every time. Don't we all? But she has definitely showed me the path. So I bless Nelia, bless everybody here, and hope and pray that everybody can get over this as soon as possible. And I've seen the other side. I know what we're going through, and she's there playing, and waiting for us to come. One by one, she'll be there to meet us. So take life not so serious. Really, all we have to do is live in love. And unconditional love goes a lot further than you can imagine. We can solve all the problems in the world. You know, everybody chose that path. And I chose that path. So I pray that all of you can choose this path, go on, share it, and let's change this dang world.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you.
Okay, I'm practicing. Not on the territory. Okay, so I just kind of shared the highlight reel that's been going on in my brain this past few weeks. And it's mainly from like my childhood of like sleepovers, because I had a lot of sleepovers over there. She was my escape, so no offense. But so I think probably the main ones have been finding a full cheese ball under my pillow in the spare bedroom. Waking up in the middle of the night to this terrible crash because she decided that she needed to hang wallpaper on the ceiling in the middle of the night. I mean, the Criminal Minds binge watching we would do when I was in like elementary school. Yeah, it's all like just thinking about it and the path that I took. She helped form me in so many ways. And so, I got this. So yeah, she just helped form me, and I'm very grateful for my last trip out here to just puzzle and hug and talk about the most ridiculous things, because that's just what we do. So yes, your turn.
Hi, I'm Tina. I'm Jeff's wife. You know, Nelia always called herself her dreaded mother-in-law. Oh, I couldn't be far away from the truth. Boy, you know, me and Jeff got married at age 18, and I've always thought of her as my second mom. She helped raise me, she helped raise my kids, and she helped me through my walk with Christ. She was so much more than a mother-in-law. She was such a great friend. We'd go shopping, and not many people can keep up with Tina shopping. Maybe her mother. But I can't think of one other person who can keep up with me. Anyway, I'm going to miss her so much. I just wanted to share what a special woman she was to me.
Tina just reminded me of one of our escapades that Noel and I used to do. We used to go shopping, and there was, I don't think I can remember the name of it now, it was many years ago. And we went shopping, and we had these ladies at the store. It was a ladies' dress shop. They were letting us buy things. I'm trying to remember exactly how it went. But anyway, we would buy one thing that was like price, and then let us have the next thing half price. So we would walk out into huge bags of clothes. Like, I still have one glass that I can remember. And that had to be 30, 40 years ago. But that was fun. We went on lots of escapades like that.
Somebody else?
Is there anyone else? Well, of course there's anyone else. Well, thanks. Thank you. It's been a very, very special, nice, very nice day. It's fine.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers to your mom.
You got a joke?
We're not going to run out of champagne, I can tell you. Want champagne? Enjoy. We've got the room full of.
Thank you all. Pop out here every once in a while.
Thank you.